I'm here with a special package from Scott Taylor. I had spoke with him online, and he said he was going to send us a very special book. Now, I did not open this in front of y'all because I'm going to be honest, this thing was wrapped. He made sure that this book was intact and that we received it because he was very excited about getting our view of this book, our review of it, because he knows we do action reviews that will actually try to recreate what took place if it was a historical event or at least give our findings of it. This is given to the ground, a Viking age mass grave, Ridgeway Hill in Weymouth. And the whole thing is, I've seen a small documentary on this done, I guess a few years ago. I don't know how long ago the find was, but I saw a small documentary on it, and they had certain ideas. I don't know if the ideas have changed on how it exactly took place, but it was a large mass grave where everybody appeared to be decapitated. They actually were decapitated. The heads were piled in one area and the bodies in another. But we're not sure how that took place. I mean, we're not sure, if they were actually a Viking raiding party, as everybody says they're raiders, and they weren't merchants or they weren't mercenaries going to try to hire out to the locals in Britain at the time, then how did they end up in this situation? They naturally would fight. They wouldn't just surrender, and allow yourself to be executed. And they're executed in such a weird manner that the cuts seem to be clean, from what I understand. So this book's going to tell us all that. Whether the cuts were clean, every little piece of evidence. We can go through the entire grave, and know everything. There's these in detail photos. I'm so proud of this book, and I'm so thankful that Scott sent this to us. It will give us a really good episode. We can do our rendition of what we think took place there, or at least give you our ideas and how maybe the heads were actually removed from the bodies. A lot of people believe that it was done with swords because they're such clean cuts. We can actually analyze it and give our opinions on it, and I think it'll be a really good action review, something for us to review. The actual book, what we think about the book. Of course, a lot of it's just mostly straight out information. I'm sure they have their theories as well, and then we give our own opinions and maybe even recreate that. So thank you so much, Scott. We appreciate this type of input on the channel. It always keeps everything interesting and gives us something to do.
No doubt about it. It's going to give us a lot to do, especially a lot to read. We're going to have to read and research
before
we even do our first videos.
It was going to be a while on this episode,
yeah.
most certainly.
Well, that book looks very involved.
Right.
Yeah, there's good. I can't wait to read it. I wish we had 2 copies of it.
Oh, most certainly. It's raining at the moment. Thor is about, so we've got thunderstorms, and gives us something to do today. Read the book, and we thought we'd share it with our viewers.
Yeah, that's a Viking coloring book, kind of, right? Or an activity book. Sorry, it's a Viking activity book. We're not going to color in it, but it's
this is one of the most violent acts in all the Middle Ages that we've defined on the soil in England.
Yeah, just flipping through the pages, I want to read it now. It's it's so cool.
The weapons that they have in the book are beautiful. Like, look at the sacks. It's Langan sacks here. It's beautiful.
That is really awesome. I'm so enthusiastic about reading this book and everything, and we have to share it, so that always takes a little longer. That's a gorgeous depiction.
Apparently what they believe happened. We'll go ahead and review it all
oh yeah. Definitely. I can't wait to read it. It's going to be a rainy day activity book.
Most certainly. Hope you all enjoyed our little presentation of the book we're proud to have received, and farewell.